Hey ho everyone, it is the Loki Monster here, and today I'm going to tell you the top places to farm troubles. Now, are troubles worth the trouble? Well, they are very low drop rate and difficult to get. Now, first off, for troubles like the little fellow behind me, the Sir Lancer trouble, those ones you're going to have to farm the bosses for. So, for example, the little fellow behind me, of course you're going to have to farm Sir Lancer for. For the Mordred one, you're going to have to farm Mordred. So you get the idea there. Now, for the rest of them, they can be dropped by any mob in lore. So you want to actually key in on specific mobs because it likes to drop multiple at a time as long as it's the same type of mob. So the first location we're going to head is found under special locations, and that is the Void Diver Landing Zone. Now, while I do this, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of each of these. Now, the pro one of this is if you haven't completed this, you can grab the daily quest and be doing that, as well as earning the Void Diver tokens in order to get the sloot or the sets. Now, the con of this is next to no XP for a level 50, and as you can see, absolutely is nothing's dropped, not even some flowers yet. The drop rate is not that great here. Now, my next location is in Doomwood, and it's Doomwood Forest. And this is a good spot for lower level players, and we're going to the challenge book over here, and we're just going to click on it, and once we're here, we just have to zoom around and grab all these mobs. Now, if you're like level 25, 30, you should be able to do this. But if you're a little lower, like 15, don't gather up quite so many because you won't be able to do it. I did use this to farm most of my housing flowers, and the turnaround is really quick because you leave it in the books right there. Now we're going to go to another place in Doomwood, which is Bone Cliffs. Now, if you're a higher level and you are working on your B-Many, you want to come to Bone here and then enter the Bone Zone. And here is the con here. If there are other people farming, as you can see, all the skeletons that usually are on the side are missing because there obviously is somebody else here somewhere. This is a decent drop rate. It's a good place to farm if you're working on the B-Many sword like me or one of the variants. So next we're going to travel to the Fiendlands and the Monastery, the Red Monastery, of course. There's no Blue Monastery. And the first one we're going to go to is the Chamber of Misery. And we're just going to book all the way down here. Now, con with this one is it's a long way down. I am doing these in a particular, not an exact particular order, but I am saving the very best pure trouble farms for last. So you're going to run all the way down here, and this is the number one con, getting down here, and then we're going to just gather up these bugs and drop them. Now, level 40 won't be able to drop these all quite as fast, but you would be able to do it. Now you can gather the lost fragments and work on an apocalypse variant here. But it's a lot of crap to weed out, and then you have to wait for them to respawn. So honestly, I don't even like this one. So the next one is one I do like in the Red Monastery again, and that is in the Chamber of Suffering. And it's only because I like to kill many birds with one stone, but I had like next to no luck whatsoever, and I farmed an entire apocalypse variant here, which is why I like to farm here, as well as I like to farm gold here. So I thought farming the apocalypse and the gold here would be great. Con of this, if there's anybody else here, it's very difficult to share this area, but if you're still working on the apocalypse variants or the apocalypse itself and you need gold and you have the quest pads, this is a great spot to try to get some troubles. Now our next one, we're going to travel to the Fiendlands again, but this time we're going to go to the Bulwark of Gluttony, and this is my favorite way to get to the maw, although you can get to the other maws the other way, and you just click on the maw, enter the maw. The disadvantage with this is it is a long run down here, but the advantage is they are all the same type of mob. And this has paid off for a lot of people. But I don't particularly like this because you got to weed out a lot of crap in the drops. But it is a good place to also farm for the apocalypse. So you also have to exit to your house and then leave your house again to get back to the maw quickly. And that to me is an annoying turnaround that's not necessary for a straight mob because there are better places to farm than this. So if you're just pure up farming the troubles, I wouldn't suggest this place at all. So our next location we're going to head to is in Babylon and Yogur's Inn. And we're going to come over here and see Boleyn. And we're going to go to the Derpicorn Apocalypse. Now, this is a straight up trouble farm. Now, you will get if you haven't gotten the Derpicorn on your back, this is a great way to finish that. So you can just sit here and these guys will come to you and you can just kill them non-stop. They just keep respawning. They respawn very fast, which makes this a good farm. But this is a multiplayer location, so you might have to share the mobs, as well as I don't find the wildflowers drop that fast there, so it may not drop as well. So the next one, I'm going to go to Babylon and to the barber shop, and then we're going to come over here and see Hatrick and go to the Tomb of the Hat. So we're just going to run down to the hat, touch it, and then we're going to come down to this location. And this is first great if you haven't finished the travel forms and that, so you can still work on that. Now the disadvantage of this is a lot of people are farming this location. A lot of people know about this location. It is very good to pay off, so it's hard to share. You have to loop around and gather them all up. And I like to use a Mogulmancer cross skill freeze for this, so you can be able to share the area. But there is one even better spot than this. So I am going to collect this stuff and I am going to travel to my secret location, which is in Babylon and Yogur's Inn. And I'm going to come over here and see our thorough Haven Shield and go to Treefern Ravine. Now it is a little bit of a distance to get to the location I want, but this is well worth it for a straight up farm for the troubles. And it's in the waterfall here, and we're going to enter the hideout. And then when you're here, you just got to kill these guys really quick to go through this part of the dungeon. And this door is a little wonky, just so you know. So if you enter it and it doesn't work, just kind of back up and go forward again. And this level, you can just run right through. I'm not even sure that you can't run right through that other one. I'm going to try that next time. And you want to come here and kill these Void Knights. And the awesome part about this spot is that you could just sit here, watch TV, button mash. It drops wildflowers like crazy. And these guys just keep respawning and respawning super fast, as you can see. By the time I pick them up, they're all back again. This is an awesome place to farm. Only a few people know about it. And on top of that, this is a solo instance, so you don't have to worry about whether you're, killing everything on anybody else. There is one other location that I would recommend as well. Unfortunately, it is in the daily boss and only comes around every 7 days, and that is the Dracula daily boss. That is a great location as well, and it's a great class class XP farm as well. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time, and good luck with your travel hunt. Bye bye.